So a lot of the recent conversations I've had with my Gundam friends are about whether or not Suletta will die. I can think of reasons that support her dying and reasons that support her not dying. First, let's talk about the reasons that support her dying because I think those are more interesting. Let's start with Ichiro Okuchi, the guy who writes the show. In the past, he wrote Valvrave and Code Geass. And what do those two shows have in common aside from being train wrecks? I'm kidding, Code Geass wasn't that much of a train wreck. They both ended up with dead main characters. And I think it's quite possible to see Okuchi give that same treatment to the show he's writing right now. Now, for an in-story reason that supports her dying, let's talk about Gundam Caliban, or Calibarn, or however you want to call it. I want to call it Caliban because that sounds cooler to me. So Gundam Caliban is said to be a machine that is a beast, a monster of a Gundam. And depending on how monstrous this mobile suit is, it might end up killing its pilot. As we all know, Suletta will pilot this Gundam. And in the show, Gundams have been shown to kill people. Unless, of course, Suletta magically evolves into something that can withstand Caliban's effects. But if that doesn't happen, I think there's a good chance she might die because of Caliban. Another potential reason for her dying is her desire to protect everyone, including Ariel and her mother. Ariel has always been the one protecting Suletta, and I feel that Suletta in the end might feel that now it's her own turn to be the one protecting. Protecting her friends, protecting the arena, protecting everyone, and maybe even Ariel. And who knows, maybe even protect her mother from whatever might happen, right? So yeah, considering the way Suletta's character is developing, I think it's possible for things to go this way. That she develops some kind of savior complex and, she just want to save everyone. Looking at you, Miles. And now there's another theory that I don't necessarily agree with, but it's out there, so might as well talk about it. Some people believe Suletta would end up being a vessel for Eri, a human body vessel for Eri. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think there's a very low chance of this happening, but, it's still possible. Okay, now let's talk about the reason Suletta might not die. Reason number one is that it's gonna affect the sales and marketing of G-Witch if she dies. People love Suletta. Like, have you been on the internet? Wow. She has like millions of simps, I swear. Millions of simps who result in Bandai getting millions of dollars. And if Suletta dies, they might not be able to make sequels for G-Witch. Well, they can try making sequels without Suletta, but they might not feel as natural. I imagine a lot of fans would find that weird. And let's face it, Bandai obviously wants to make more money out of G-Witch. I mean, why wouldn't they? It's so successful, it's making them so much money, and if they keep Suletta alive for sequels, they could make even more. Another reason supporting Suletta not dying is the fact that Gundam main characters don't always die. I mean, only a few of them have. Mika died, but who else died, right? I mean, Bernie isn't exactly the main character of his show, so we don't really count that. Amuro did sorta die, but it took him a while. Canonically, he was in 2 TV shows and 1 movie before he died. And we also have characters who died in their novel versions but not in the anime yet, at least, so we don't really count those. And now my last reason for her not dying is that there's a possibility she might combine with Eri in the end. Their consciousness, their memories might combine. So that way Suletta and Eri would get to live on as one being. I mean, but of course that's just a theory. I can't even say that has a high chance of happening. So yeah, that's about it for the video. The show is about to end, so let's enjoy the rest of the ride. Oh, and like and subscribe, it really helps the channel out. I'll see you guys next time. You all have a great day.